J Sound.
Welcome back to the Trill Pill. I think sometimes in our society, man, people have a problem with getting their shit off a whole lot. And in the case of the beautiful songstress Miss Summer Walker, um, her struggles have been noted, but at the same time, I admire her for her strength to push through and her triumph through her mental health issues and social anxiety and things of that nature. So we're going to go through how she deals with some of those things, how she feels about them. There's also something that I'm going to drop the link for. I want you guys to check out. She did a collab with Mindset. I'm going to tell you about Mindset a little bit, but I'm going to drop the link for it in the description box. So in the meantime, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the Trill Pill. Give me a few more minutes and get this shit started. Now, if you've, how can I say this? To all the deaf, dumb, and blind people out there, you have to know who Summer Walker is at this point. She is a beautiful songstress, has hit after hit after hit, platinum selling artist. And I think sometimes we forget that our celebrities are human beings, right? So a few years back, she was being made fun of about her acceptance speech at the Soul Train Awards. It was very short, and she goes in detail about it, And I'm going to read that little excerpt, and I'm also going to go through a few other things about Summer Walker, and I'm going to talk about Summer Walker because I love her music. It's great music, real something to ride to. When you got your lady with you, when you ride and you got your right hand on her thigh, y'all just riding around and still trying to get that vibe. You know what I'm saying? So, um, rising R&B superstar Summer Walker has been transparent about the mental health struggles she's been facing. Balancing a red-hot career with her sometimes crippling social anxiety has proved to be a challenge for the singer. Following the successful release of her debut album, Over It, Walker had to abruptly cancel 24 of her U.S. tour dates in order to safeguard her mental health. And since then, Walker has been challenged on social media by people who question why she should choose to be famous, knowing that she suffers from such a condition. Talk show host Wendy Williams even was amongst Walker's critics, questioning why Walker would dare perform in sexy outfits having social anxiety. Now, all the thing about that is it's amazing how a lot of the things in our society we never question. But when one of our celebrities, one of our people from our culture, a black woman, is being vocal about her mental health, all of a sudden we question that, but we don't question the other shit that goes on in this world. And for somebody like me who I talk about mental health all the time, and it's just unfortunate that she had to go through this. I feel like although she does have a spotlight on her, we have to give people enough time to grow. You know what I'm saying? Because becoming a celebrity is not an easy thing to do. Your privacy, you really don't have any privacy anymore. You know what I'm saying? We've seen artists after artists after artists, complain, and not really complain, but make statements about not having the privacy that they need, the space that they need, because they're highly requested. Everywhere they go, they're a walking billboard, for their music and because of their talent. And that's important to think about. Can you think about yourself going from a regular person into a platinum selling artist? Just you going to the grocery store won't be the same. Just you going out to get your mail won't be the same. You got weirdos in the bushes taking pictures of you, out following you, basically stalking you to get pictures, selling the pictures with your likeness on them. And it's a very odd feeling. And for someone Walker who has said, she has social anxiety, I think that for Black women in general, young or old, it's important that we listen to our women, especially in these days. Although she is very talented, very attractive, very beautiful, like a beautiful voice, that doesn't mean that she doesn't deal with the things that we all deal with as human beings. Social anxiety, not wanting to do this, not wanting to do that. So her taking the time off at that point in 2019, I respected that. You know what I'm saying? Because if we want our artists to give us the best of them all the time, we have to give them a space to. But today we're living in a microwave society, so nobody wants to give anybody time to do anything. All they, is what have you done for me lately? So she also has a few statements that she made, especially to Wendy Williams, about what Wendy Williams said to her. Very harsh criticism, very brash. And in my opinion, the audacity of Wendy Williams to really say what she said to Summer Walker. We want to hear what Summer has to say.
I cannot even accept an award in peace. When you actually see me get my award and you see how I spoke on the stage, bitch, look, I sounded slow. I was scared, okay? Everybody else gave a long ass speech. I didn't because I have social anxiety. I was scared as fuck. And then everybody decided to say it was an act. Oh, it's an act. It's an act. Bitch, you're dragging it. So I just want to let y'all know, not me, bitch. I'm living a great life, but this is how people commit suicide, okay? People tell you what's literally going on with them, and then people still continue to bully them, like Wendy fucking P. Williams, that bad built bitch. I don't even understand how she could ever looking how she looking. Let me stop. Because I didn't come on here just for negativity. I just came here to explain myself.
And I agree. The audacity. And like she said, this is how people commit suicide. And like I said, I put this up right here all the time through all my videos. 988 is the number. It's the new mental health number. It's like 911 for mental health. 988 is that number. But I totally agree with what she said about that. It's like, damn, you seen how it was. I'm telling you right now what it was, and you still don't believe me. And then you question, oh, why should she be a star when, well, I have God-given talent. You know what I'm saying? That's what, and where she's coming from with that. And she also has a few other statements that she's made. And I really hope that you guys are out there really listening to what she's talking about, because it's very important to really understand the perspective that she comes from. I think for women that are out there dealing with social anxiety, depression, and things of that nature, it's very important for you guys, us as a people, but especially more specifically for women, because women go through a lot. And as a man, watching women being born from a Black woman, I thank God for my mother, and God rest her soul, and how she dealt with things, seeing how she, dealt with this life in general. It's not easy. You know, a mother's love is not like any other, because no one will ever love you like your mother. You know, so it's very important that we listen to our women, especially as black men, that we listen to our women, and in the long run, hopefully that will lead us to listen to each other and really have a keen, just try to have a handle on our relationships as black people, as a unit. You know, we are the only race that operates as a separate entity, and because we operate as a separate entity, sometimes we leave a gap, and in that gap are all the things that we missed, all the traumas that we never get over, all the shit that we have to unpack, you know. And we kind of go on this lifelong trauma tour, taking our traumas with us from one person to another person, from one place to another place, thereon and therefore. So when somebody is able to stand up and stand through and be able to stand 10 toes down in the middle of the hurricane, in the eye of the storm, and sit there and tell millions of people, hey, this is what I'm dealing with. You know, she's not asking for a pity party. What she's asking for is for y'all to understand why sometimes she goes through things. So don't be so harsh. Leave her the fuck alone. But you know, in this world, you know, that never happened. But just the fact that she was able to actually say that is a lot. You know, talking about mental health is difficult, because you have to be vulnerable enough to even do so. Regardless whether you're a man or a woman, we've been taught to be so strong and so independent. And the strong black man, independent black woman, and everybody's so strong, so strong, so strong. And we put on all these fronts like we never hurt. But at the same time, we dehumanize ourselves when we act like we don't go through no emotion. When we sit here and we act like nothing fade us. We just, you know what I'm saying? We just undefeated champion of motherfucking wrestling league of life. You know what I'm saying? So right here is another statement made by Summer Walker. I'm going to go ahead and read and then play the video. She said, "Hey y'all, as you know, I've been very open about my struggle with social anxiety. I want to continue to be healthy and to make music for y'all, so I have decided to cut down some of the dates on the tour. I'm grateful for every single one of you. I hope that you understand." So this is when in 2019 she cut some dates off on the tour, and of course the fans were mad, but at the same time, if you're not going to go out and give your best, then the performance is not going to be worthy of being paid for. People are going to be piss poured in. So it's better just to get your shit right, get your mind right, and come back with a clean slate. We're gonna see what she had to say in this video right here.
I just want to say that I really, really, really appreciate anyone who genuinely loves my music, plays the fuck out of my music, comes to the shows, comes to the meet and greets, supports me, and really love and accept and respect my personality. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to finish this tour because it doesn't really coexist with my social anxiety and my introverted personality. But I really hope that people understand and respect that at the end of the day, I'm a person. I have feelings. I get tired, I get sad, and it's just a lot. And so I don't want to lose myself for someone else. I want to give y'all what I can. So I'm going to keep making music, and I'm going to do a few shows, but I can't finish.
And that's what's up right there. Like I said, man, it's not easy to talk about this and deal with this shit. Like I always say, the mental health battle is a war within. You know what I'm saying? Where you are your greatest enemy. When you look in that mirror every day, you got to come out with a win. You got to figure out, like, goddamn, right now, I got to figure out how to overcome everything I'm going through, all the bullshit, all the stressful shit in my life, to be able to perform at an optimum level. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of taking control of your mental health is we want to be healthy enough to achieve our optimum mental health, right? I got one more thing to show you guys, then I'm gonna close out. Like I said, man, shout out to Summer Walker, man. You know, I listen to Summer Walker all the time, especially when I'm around women and to get the job done. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But that neither here nor there. But look, like I said, man, she's dope. She's a dope artist, man. And she really can't miss when it comes to music. And let's see. Let's see right here. Yeah. In this article, like I said, I'm going to drop all the links to everything that I'm showing you guys in the description box. Make sure you click those links. Two more things to show you. This is the first one. Okay, so right here is an article about her. She was addressing the double standard for a black woman with social anxiety, right? So, along with the other thing that we talked about a little bit before, this is about the collab I told you about earlier with mindset. You know, I'll tell you what mindset is. So, for those who are struggling with social anxiety or feeling out of place, I just want to say that I hear you. She captioned on her Instagram reel, sharing her collaboration with the wellness platform Mindset. I've experienced so much hate and scrutiny for my anxiety, and I hope that talking about my experiences through my Mindset series makes you feel less alone. We're going to play a little intro from her Mindset series.
If you struggle with anxiety, you're an introvert, or you ever felt out of place, this episode is for you. See, the problem is I'm Black. I just have to be honest. White girls have social anxiety and all different types of mental health struggles that they're dealing with, and it's perfectly fine. Like, I remember one time she got on her show and she was making fun of me for coming out and saying what I said about my social anxiety. And she pulled up a picture of me like wearing one of my outfits I was wearing on stage. And she was like, well, how can you have social anxiety if you're wearing this? I just want to clear up, like, I have a very big personality. And there are so many people with social anxiety who have very big personalities. They dress however they want to dress. We're just comfortable with showing our personality with the people we're comfortable around. And that's what I wish people would understand about it.
Most definitely. No, I agree, you know. And I also share those same sentiments. Like, I'm a very big personality. I'm very social with certain people. But at the same time, man, I'm an introvert, you know. I'm not really, I don't like to be around a lot of people, you know. I very much have social anxiety, and that's something that I have to deal with a lot of my life. I kind of have to find my little spot and kind of zone out. I have to keep myself busy. I have to keep myself focused with what I'm here to do, regardless whether I'm going to the grocery store or whether I'm going somewhere with my children. I have to really be aware, okay, this is what we're here for. Don't get distracted. Don't flip out. It's going to be all right. And I've kind of had to groom myself to kind of feel and do these certain things so I can go out and have a productive outing every day. I get up and feel like going somewhere, going to work, or doing whatever the fuck I do. There do come times where I have to talk and I have to be social. And I feel like once I get comfortable in certain situations, I thrive in those. But at the same time, if I don't feel like doing shit, I just won't. So when she cut out the rest of her tour dates, I understood that, yeah, everybody's going to be mad. You can't make everybody happy anyway. But at the same time, I'm not going to be able to perform at an elite level that you're expecting me to perform at if I don't get my fucking mind right. You know what I'm saying? So like I said before, that's why I respect that. And also seen all the episodes to her Mindset collab, which I'm going to show here in a minute. Like I said, everything I'm showing you, all those links will be in the description box. You dig what I'm saying? So right here is Mindset. Mindset is an app. You can download it. Google Play Store, Apple Play Store. And right here, watch it, you see beautiful Summer Walker. You know what I'm saying? Singer, songwriter, stress and anxiety, be yourself. manifestation are the themes to her mindset. Now, right here, it's 8 episodes. 8 episodes on there. Now, they're going to give you the first one free. They're going to give you the intro free and the first episode free. After that, you have to pay a subscription. But I promise you, it's well worth it. It's well worth it. She tells you about where she grew up at, how she grew up, how she dealt with her mental health, as she grew up, to becoming a artist, a superstar. Like I said, that link is going to be in my description box. And like I said, man, if anybody out there needs a little bit of assistance, a little bit of help, you don't know where to turn to, if you don't have a solid support system, around you, or if you are a part of somebody's support system, 988 has been designated as the new 3-digit dialing code that will route callers to a national suicide prevention lifeline. Now, while some areas may be currently able to connect to the lifeline by dialing 988, this dialing code will be available to everyone across the United States starting on July 16th. So it's already been out. There are still some bugs in it. Of course, when it gets to like the rural areas, some kinks are still being worked out. But nonetheless, this number is still out. So if you have a phone, which 99.5% of us have a phone from ages 99 to 5 years old, 988 is that number. It's very important to have that number in your phone. Save it just in case you're going through something. Ain't nothing wrong. It's okay not being okay. You know what I'm saying? So don't sweat it. Hit that 988 so you can get the help that you need. Like, I don't want to see you. The Trill Pill don't want to see any of his subscribers or anybody for that matter hurting themselves or being in a spot where they feel like they can't get out of. And like I said, I will also leave my line open. You can hit me up on my Instagram. Everything is confidential. I don't, I don't do all the weird shit. But if you need somebody to talk to, I am there for that. Also, you can hit me in my email. TRILLPILL@outlook.com is my email. And if you would like to donate to this podcast, you can also hit the Cash App at $TRILLPILLX, TRILLPILLX, and that's the Cash App if you'd like to donate. I also want to say shout out to all my supporters out there. I appreciate you. Make sure you tell people to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Help your brother out. We're trying to get this shit to a grand stage. In my opinion, the more people, the more support, more help we are able to give each other. I want to be able to start a community of healthy-minded people. I want to be able to do more facilitation of conversations about mental health. And I want to let you guys know that this is in our culture. It's important that we have to get down to mental health in our culture. There's you can lay the general blanket over this shit if you want to, but the mental health struggle for a black woman or a black man are totally fucking different. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be specific because our struggles are specific. We are products of our environment. We deal with things that other races don't deal with, so our mindset is different. A lot of us have to learn how to live. You know what I'm saying? And you might be asking like, damn, Trill, what you mean by live? Well, look, I'll tell you right here, right? A lot of us are so used to surviving, we don't know how to live. So we treat everything like time is running out. We make very impulsive, we have impulsive thoughts. We, just do shit that's out of the ordinary, I can't help the fact that every day I walk through my door, my number one thing is to make it back through that door. I don't care whether I'm going out to my mailbox. I don't give a fuck if I'm going out to go to the grocery store. I'm going to the booty club or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to the strip club, something like that. I don't care where I'm going. You know, ball game or something like that. My number one thing is to get back through the door I left out of. You know what I'm saying? I got 3 beautiful kids to live for. You know, I got family that really loves me. I got people who really love me. And I got supporters who really depend on me doing what I do and saying what I say. And they fuck with me based on the content that I produce and the things that I just I just do. I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? I really can't help it because I really believe I was put here on this earth to be of service to people. And that's how it always been since I was growing up. I've always been that person people can talk to. And it's crazy, like someone was saying, like, I got a big personality. You know what I'm saying? Anybody will tell you, you know, Khalil got a big personality. But at the same time, I got social anxiety. So that's a hell of a conundrum to even deal with. You know what I'm saying? But I deal with it. And I've dealt with it. And it's good to see somebody else that has the same thing as I do deal with the same thing, you know. Is what it is. Now, of course, for her, it's much more grand because she's a platinum selling artist and she's, you know, famous and she's a celebrity, so she's in the tabloids for any and everything. But it's unfortunate to see her, you know, tell the world how she feels and have people like Wendy Williams, you know, and others, you know, which is crazy to me. I'm like, damn, another black woman is going to criticize and chastise another black woman for telling the world how she feels, when a lot of times as human beings, all we ever want somebody to do is just listen. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think that a lot of the problems will be, how can I say this? A lot of the problems could be minimized, right? If people just listen. You know what I'm saying? I think sometimes my biggest gift sometimes is being an ear. You know, my mother and my father used to always tell me, "You got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason." I mean, you used to listen twice as much as you speak. You know what I'm saying? And so when people are talking to me, I always listen. You know, and I don't know. Like I said, I can't really explain why people, you know, come and talk to me about any and everything. I've proven to be a trustworthy person, you know, and I just like it that way because of shit. If I talk about somebody, I would expect the same thing, but I also understand that not everybody is like that. So I've been told before, I'm one of a kind, you know what I'm saying? And still to this day, my friends call me and I call my friends, and you know what I'm saying, and we have these conversations that are unique. You know what I'm saying? Because we're talking about life, talking about being parents and trying to go through these, you know, trying to go through these struggles and trying to get this money and trying to stay on top, trying to keep our head and shoulders above water. You know what I'm saying? Trying to grind harder and live smarter. You know what I'm saying? Trying to live. You know what I'm saying? And not keep surviving. Because at this point, we're done surviving. Now it's time for us to live. And I think that's one big mental health aspect for our people that's switching the switch on surviving versus living. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in South Dallas, so it's a certain survival mentality that I've always had until I got to a spot where I didn't have to survive anymore. And when it came to live, I didn't know how to live. And I'm still learning how to live. I'm still learning how to love myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm still learning how to deal with a lot of these things that we have to deal with. You know, and I'm still learning a lot about myself. Just when I thought I knew everything about myself, that very same moment I found out that I really knew nothing. You know what I'm saying? So we're always works in progress. Nobody is ever finalized. If you're not trying to continue to build on yourself and learn for yourself, learn who you are. I don't care what the fuck's going on, whether you got a lot of money or no money, whether you got a nice car outside or no car outside, it doesn't matter, man. I guarantee you your life will get better if you take the time out to learn yourself, learn what you love to do, get your mind set on a purpose, because I guarantee you, it's going to be worth it, That's just how it is, man. That's how I'm able to create content about mental health and also get vulnerable to a spot where I can talk about my own experiences. You know what I'm saying? That's what people relate to me because I can do that. That's a gift in itself. You know what I'm saying? I think in our society, we lack a lot of empathy. You know what I'm saying? And because we lack empathy, nobody really gives a fuck about anybody else no more. That's how it feels. Everybody is you know what I'm saying? It's rough out here, but finding somebody that is empathetic these days is rare. Finding somebody who really cares about you is rare. So if you have someone who cares about you, make sure you hold on to them because it's not a lot of people. It's not a lot of people out here. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that drives people crazy, and then drives them to a spot where they feel like, damn, I don't really feel like I belong here. Maybe I shouldn't be here anymore. So they, commit suicide or at least try to. And I don't ever want to see nobody go out like that. You know what I'm saying? I believe there's a beauty in every person. There's a gift in every person. Everybody has a talent. We just gotta find our path and walk in our truth. You know what I'm saying? Krishnamurti always said that truth is a pathless land. However you find the truth, whatever path you take, the first step is putting the first foot in front of the other and going from there. And I believe that as long as you keep trying to find your purpose, living the truth, not being afraid to speak out when you're going through something, being able to discern who to speak to and who not to speak to, being able to live. Like I said, man, I keep repeating it because it's like an orbit in my mind. It keeps coming around, but being able to live, and I'm proud of Summer Walker. Like I said, man, she's one of my favorite artists, and I like R&B, and whenever I'm whenever I'm with a lady, she definitely want to come on to Summer Walker, so I can most definitely dig it. You know what I'm saying? Plus the music is great. You know what I'm saying? Great production, and everything is elite from the top down. So shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody out there that's listening to this shit right now. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button, and you subscribe, man. Like I said, man, you know who it is. Y'all know my slogan, man. It's a trill pill. Mind your mental. To be mind your mental. Stay trill and heal. And most of all, my niggas, stay mentally trill, man. Real shit. Holla at y'all later. I'm out here.